We have seen hints of it in the way she dresses and heard the rumours that she wore Diana's perfume, but there has never been a more clear and obvious attempt to relive Diana's legacy until this new car chase debacle. Good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Nobody wanted to be the first person to say it. Nobody. Because anyone who has a heart would still feel the pain when thinking of that young Prince Harry walking behind his mother's coffin. So nobody wanted to say that Meghan and Harry claiming their lives were in danger from aggressive paparazzi tailing them wildly through the streets of New York in a fast and furious car chase sounds like another bit of made-up hogwash. After leaving an awards ceremony in New York, the ex-royal couple and Meghan's mum Doria were apparently hounded by paparazzi, who drove recklessly behind the couple for 2 hours across New York to get pictures. At one moment, the trio got out of their security vehicle and entered into a New York taxi. This bit literally makes no sense. If you try to imagine any president going from A to B, never ever would the safest option be to get out of the security car and into a taxi with a normal bullet welcoming window in which you can clearly spot your target due to the normal see-through glass. It is absolutely an option if you enjoy danger and drama and the thrill of the chase, but if you are genuinely concerned about safety, this would just not be an option. I cannot blame this error on her security team. There is little chance that a trained security professional, like the people hired by Harry and Meghan, who have worked with very high targets such as the Obamas, would have come up with this plan, unless they secretly didn't like their clients. They would not be the first people working with them to be less than fond of them, as we have had, of course, their royal staffers coming forward in drones telling of their difficulties in dealing with the Duchess due to her being a big mean bully. Their words, not mine. However, the chance of their security team disliking them to the point that they purposely put them in danger just doesn't seem likely, as there are rumours flying hot and fast about Meghan having an affair with one of her security team, Chris Sanchez, although this has not yet been verified. So what could the reason for this risky and reckless move of the clients to a New York taxi cab be? Could it possibly be that Meghan knows best? Meghan Markle, who has maybe seen White House down one too many times and thus is now convinced of her ability to see the best possible route to safety, could it be that she made the genius suggestion to jump into a New York taxi and anyone with any sense would not dare to question her authority? Is it for the fame? Did she want this to happen, knowing that it would draw parallels between her and her deceased mother-in-law? Once again, people would say Meghan is just like Diana, and these words would be irresistible to Meghan due to her small obsession. But the reason more and more of you are coming forward professing your doubt about the New York City car chase is due to one unanswered question. Why would someone do dozens of interviews, keep leaking sordid details about her family to the media, cling to a royal title yet curse the royal institution, demand royal titles for her children, then accept to work with WME, a company that will help raise the profile of your brand if you cannot handle a touch of media attention? The attention that they have so desperately sought has finally come to fruition, and quelle surprise, they are whining about it. There are no parallels to draw between what happened to Harry and Meghan this week and what happened to the late Princess Diana many years ago. Meghan is nothing like Princess Diana, and Harry must have been smoking something rather strong to believe otherwise. The oversight by the former royal couple, who officially broke the news of the chase this week, was that other sources would begin talking about it. We have had the taxi driver coming forward.
Did it feel like the paparazzi were being aggressive?
No. They were.
And of course, most of New York, who are finding the news rather amusing.
Anybody wanted to know what a real car chase would look like in New York City? Oh, he's getting far. That's what a real car chase will look like in New York City.
Sandra said Meghan is orchestrating the entire thing. She knows his triggers and encouraging it. It's sick and beyond pathetic. It's becoming her MO, isn't it? She used Diana's perfume to lure him in. She dressed so similarly to Diana. She proclaimed that she had all the same interests in helping people. But when we look deep into what she really is like, we see that there are so little similarities between the two. Her performance of Princess Diana is beginning to crumble. Carmen says the whole thing, from my point of view, was just staged. Reenacting Diana's chase of the paparazzi is absolutely sickening. His mother must be turning in her grave. And his brother. Serious mental health issues here. Disturbing. Well, you know, he has come forward about his own mental health issues and that he's actually been honest about the fact that he has issues that he's working on. So it shouldn't be a surprise to us, really. He is not well. And he has obviously got a lot more work to do. If you have read the book Spare, you will very much know that he is on the beginning of his journey. Kristen says, at what point do we stop giving this fibber a break? William lost his mum too, but miraculously only Harry seems to have problems. Give me a break. Very good point, Kristen. Just, there are no excuses that you can have for him, really. He does at some point need to move on. We do give Harry so many breaks from the beginning, from his youth, break after break after break. Because he was part of the royal family, he was so protected, he got away with so much rubbish. The Hitler costume, everything, nobody else would get away with that. And he was still loved through it all. Nobody felt nearly as sorry for William. At some point, we need to call a spade and call Harry out on his crap. The ultimate favourite comment from the last few days that I've seen is from Just Cooking. The real truth is, Meghan and Harry were chasing the paparazzi for 2 hours. I mean, they must have been loving it. They have wanted this kind of attention for so long. They're finally getting it. They've pushed themselves into the media. Probably Meghan has made a vision board about this kind of media attention. Finally, they get it. Finally. And there is no way that they needed to be traveling around for 2 hours. So maybe they thought, finally, we have them on our tail. Why don't we just relish in this moment? We'll drive around for 2 hours. That's probably why Meghan was smiling when she was in the taxi. They finally got what they want. The paparazzi are there without them having to call ahead and give them warning. They finally showed up to an event of their own free will. And this is going to be happening more and more because we just cannot get enough of Meghan and Harry at the minute. Doing the stupidest things, saying the stupidest things, accepting awards, the speech, classic Meghan Babalathon. They were probably very happy about the paparazzi being there, and of course they have to pretend they're not. If you think Meghan is trying to copy Princess Diana at every corner, then give this video a like and subscribe to help the Crown family blossom. See you down in the comments.